Would you rather I pick someone else? No! That was shocking, just like, no! I jump at a sudden reaction. Waltz awkwardly clears his voice. No, I'll do everything I can to help you.
Lives in a monochrome world, working from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. Within sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. Of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside your heart. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. Oh, all the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. Come and stay with me forever, the magic lives so long as I am here.
What's up guys, the name's Jack Hill and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. So last where we left off, we finished Rumpel's route. Woo! That was actually a nice break, after the whole thing with Fritz's route. But now we are gonna go into another deep route, which is Waltz's route. And that is the final route before we wrap up Cinderella Phenomenon. Oh boy, I have a feeling this will be a very bumpy one. I don't know if it'll be worse than Fritz or better than Fritz. I just hope that most people don't die. Since this is the canon route, I pray to God, please, don't let the Lord die. Don't let Fritz die. Do not let any of my guys die. No, I wouldn't like that at all. But, yeah. We will get started right away, so let's get to it. Okay, well, should we go left or right? We're gonna go right. Hey, this way! No time to talk, princess. It's Waltz! How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Run! Come on! The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than I just was. I am not entirely convinced that following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. True. Oh! Our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose, and before I notice them in my path, I step down hard on them. Oh dear, that shit hurt. A sharp pain shoots up into my foot, and I collapse onto the ground. It hurts! Princess! I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't. You've got you now. No! Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Huh, says the little boy. Oh boy, when that boy grows up to be a man, you all are done. Well. Ooh, who could that be? Oh, yay! Yay, it's my bae, Carbo. Yay. What is this ghastly sight before me? Two adults threatening a child and a lady. How very ungentlemanly. Oh. What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? You asking to get fleeced? Oh, just wait. Asking? Perhaps I'm in the mood for a scuffle. Boo! Draw a sword! Yeah! The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. For a good reason. Show me what you've got, sirs. And please, don't bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this for the money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The two of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here. He's got a point. Wait, what did you just call me? Eddie, small one. Oh, these two know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. Oh dear, my body feels light. Hey, princess! Princess! Calm down, Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. Don't worry, you're safe now. I know I'll be safe in your little arms. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Oh god, and we're unconscious, so I'm just gonna skip, fast forward, be right back. Alright, here are the choices now, and we are going to go and ask Waltz for help. Yay! He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside. What is that? Oh. I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. Are they bubbles? What is going on? Ah, no, this isn't it. What? He can do magic! Okay, I'm sorry. I watch in awe as Walt snaps his fingers and all the orbs disappear with a pop. Oh, princess. What are you doing? Practicing my next magic trick. I still haven't perfected it. How come you're able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy? A good magician never reveals his secrets. He's a witch. I'm sorry, guys, but you all know that he's a witch. Right. Did you need anything? I take a deep breath. Can you teach me about goodness? Huh? Why do you look so surprised? Well, it's just that I didn't think you'd come to me for help. Well, here I am asking you for help. If you don't want to... No, that's not it at all. I'm happy you asked me. What would you like to know about goodness? How do you do a good deed? That is a very broad question. I don't think I could give you a specific example. Then how do I do good? The easiest way to do good is to make someone happy. So a good deed would involve making someone happy. How do I do that? I stare in... Oh wait, that's the same thing. Oops. Okay, fast forward again. Alright, we're gonna choose Waltz again. I find Waltz sitting in the corner of the tavern reading a book. You didn't strike me as the kind of person that would read books. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't be reading this if I wasn't preparing for one of my shows. Shows? I don't just do magic shows. I perform puppet shows as well. I have to be familiar with several bedtime stories for those. You should come with me sometime. The children are always so happy at the shows. You might get one of your good deeds helping out. I've never been around children for extended amounts of time. You've got to be patient, too. Children can be difficult to handle. Yeah, ain't that the truth? You speak as if you aren't a child yourself. Well, he's cursed, of course. That's because I'm not a child. Walt hates it when he's treated like a child. Especially when Karma teases him about it. Besides, patience isn't just for children. It's necessary in a lot of situations. I would guess you might need to work on that. Excuse me? Waltz shrugs with an awkward smile, returns... Bleh. I can't read. Waltz shrugs and with an awkward smile returns to his book. Fast forward again. Be right back. Alrighty. Here we go, guys. The final route, and get ready for heartbreaks or whatever's gonna be in this route. Prepare tissues or something. Alright, let's go. Chapter 3, Peter Pan! And the voyage to Neverland. Okay. Oops. I decided that I cannot waste any more time. The next day, I searched for Waltz as soon as the broom stops dragging me around. I swear he was just here a while ago. Ennies, have you seen Waltz? Oh, I just saw him walk back inside. I find him talking with Parfait and Delora in the reception area. All of them are speaking in solemn whispers. As soon as Parfait and Delora notice me, they break off their conversation with Waltz. Both the witch and the fairy step away from Waltz. Excuse us, princess. I watch curiously as Delora and Parfait leave the room without another word to me. What were they talking about? Waltz turns in my direction and smiles. Morning, princess. I turn toward Waltz and watch as he begins to put some puppets on the table into a box. Are these toys yours? These? They're for a show I'm doing later. I wouldn't be playing with these things at my age. You look 12. I do not see how that is too old to be playing with dolls. Oh, but he's not a child. Okay. I told you before, didn't I? I have the Neverland curse. He never explained what his curse was. I'm actually older than you are. I find that hard to believe. You don't know the story of Peter Pan, do you? It's not my fault that Mother had all the fairy tales removed from the palace. When I do not answer, Waltz only sighs and gives me a small smile. I'll assume that's a yes. Peter Pan is a boy who lives in Neverland. It's a place where no one ever grows up. I'm stuck in a child's body as a result of my curse. I won't revert to my real form until my curse is broken. Then how old are you really? I'm 22 this year. Oh, yay! He's gonna be 22! Boy! When is our birthday? Months from now. Okay, I'm just gonna not. What? I can only stare in shock at Waltz's childish appearance. It is hard to believe that he is actually older than I am. I've never liked being treated as a child, and that's never changed. Even when I was a child, I didn't like it. Let me assure you that it is much more annoying being treated like a child by someone who's younger than you. Oh dear. Waltz straightens with the box in his arms. Now if my princess will excuse me. He turns to leave. Where are you going? I have a show to do today. Waltz does so many puppet and magic shows. How will he help me break my curse if he is never around? I'll go with you. What? I might accomplish a good deed if I come to one of your shows. That's true, but... Waltz sighs. I'm not sure it's a good idea. There are bad witches out there. Oh? There's an evil witch right here in the margin, but no one is protecting me from her. Oh, Delora is nice, though. Are you talking about Delora? Yeah, no, we're talking about Parfait. Yes, we're talking about Delora. Who else would I be referring to? Waltz stares at me for a long moment, eyes thoughtful. He sets the box down on the table again. Don't go anywhere. I'll ask Lady Parfait first. He leaves the room. I lean over the box on the table and see a pile of carefully detailed puppets. Everything looks handmade. I used to sew my own puppets before Mother found out and forbade me from making them. That's mean. She told me that sewing was not something a crown princess should do. Man, don't tell me what to do. I do what I want because I am the crown princess. Interested? Hi. Waltz's footsteps are so soft that I do not even notice that he has returned to the room until I see him standing before me. I step away from the box. How does he move so quietly? Permission granted. Come on, the show starts in an hour. Okay. I watch as Waltz sets up a small booth on the street where I had first seen him with Emma Lane. Back then, I never thought I would see him again. It's nice to see you actively trying to break your curse. I shrug. I'm not convinced this will work, but Parfait said that if I partnered up with someone, I might be able to break my curse faster. So you chose to partner with me? Yes. His tone of voice startles me. He sounds both happy and sad. Why sad? Was he lying when he said he wanted to help me? That everyone in the march was willing to help me? Would you rather I pick someone else? No! That was shocking, just like, no! I jump at a sudden reaction. Waltz awkwardly clears his voice. No, I'll do everything I can to help you. Waltz heads for the back of the booth. I begin to follow him, but I'm forced to stop when he holds out his hand. You haven't heard enough training to be my personal assistant yet, Princess. What? I stare at him, puzzled. I never said I wanted to be your personal assistant. And training? Why would one need training to assist with a children's show? You might just be able to snag a good deed if you agreed to become my assistant, you know. There is a teasing twinkle in Waltz's eyes as he waves me off. But until you're ready, you should stay with the children and just watch the show. I think you'll enjoy the story. I recommend getting a place up front. You'll be able to see all the action that way. When I do not move, Waltz sighs and smiles at me. I promise the children won't bite you unless you bite them first. Fine. That's my star. Oh, that's adorable. Star? He disappears around the back, leaving me alone. In no time at all, people begin to gather. Soon there's an impressive audience around Waltz's small booth. I look at the group of children that are clustered as close as possible to the front. They are all clearly excited for the show to start. I used to do puppet shows with my dolls too. I felt less alone when I pretended my dolls could talk. And I am still alone. Nothing has changed. I sigh as I sidestep to allow someone else to stand beside me. I am surprised to see that the person is an adult. I look out at the gathering crowd of people and find that there is an almost equal ratio of children and adults. Why would adults be at something as childish as a puppet show? Hello, everyone! An excited silence falls over the area as Waltz's voice rises above the crowd. I, Waltz, am here once again to share another story with you. I hope you enjoy the show. Once upon a time, there was a village whose people were always happy. But one day, an evil witch found the village. The evil witch carried darkness deep in her heart. She was jealous of the townsfolk, who were filled with so much light and happiness. If I cannot be happy, the evil witch said, then no one can be happy. How overly dramatic. I almost jump when I feel a tug on my dress. I look down to see a little boy pulling at the hem of my skirt, though his eyes remain focused on the puppets. I don't like her. That witch, she's bad. His grip on my skirt tightens. Aw, he is wrinkling my hand. He is wrinkling my dress. Wow, I just read the wrong thing. I'm gonna save. I want to leave him alone, but at the same time, I kind of want to tell him. I don't know. Remove his hand? I don't know. I reach down to pry the boy's hand off my skirt, but the boy moves faster than me. The moment I pull his hand away, he quickly refastens his grip, this time around my hand. Okay. Hey. The boy does not move his hand. In fact, his hold only tightens so much so that I find it impossible to pull my hand away. There's no way I can make him let go without causing a scene. Now I'm going to be stuck holding the hand of a little boy I do not know until the end of the show. How did this happen? I don't know. Darkness spread over the village. The people began to suffer. They forgot what happiness felt like. One villager decided to leave and find a good witch that would help save everyone from the evil witch. This villager knew it would be very dangerous, for if he were discovered, the evil witch would certainly kill him and his family. But the man knew he had to try if he ever wanted to see the other villagers smile again. Many days later, the man finally returned with a good witch whose heart was as filled with light as the evil witch's was filled with darkness. The good witch, unable to bear the sight of the villagers suffering, decided to help them. She cast a powerful spell that would send the evil witch away and save the village, at the cost of her own life. Once the spell was cast, the darkness disappeared from the village. To this day, the people of the village are said to carry the good witch's light within them, and everyone lived happily ever after. Yay! But aren't all witches evil? That's simply not true. I've met a good witch, one with a heart more light and loving than any fairies. More of the children begin to ask questions. I sigh, unable to do anything except wait while Waltz is bombarded with questions. Thank you! Oh. The boy that took my hand gives it one last squeeze before running off to join his friends. Oh, okay, bye! He's so cute. What did he thank me for? Once the audience finally leaves, Waltz comes out from behind the booth and smiles up at me. The show was a success! Princess? There was a boy. He thanked me even though I did nothing for him. Little boy who was with you? But you did do something. You held his hand. I know, that was a nice thing to do. I kept the choice because I was holding his hand, so I kind of figured that if I hold his hand, it'd be fine. I did not want to. I realized that when I saw the annoyed look on your face. It would have been good of you to do it if you'd meant to calm him down. What? That boy was really frightened by the evil witch in the show. He thanked you because you held his hand and stayed with him when he was scared. Oh, I got a point. Yay. A lot of you have been telling me I should choose the choice because I was choosing the right choice. Like for Fritz's route, I should wait it out for a while before I switch because I chose the right choice. Then I'm like, wait, that's probably not the right choice. Then I choose the wrong choice. I'm like, that's not right either. So I gotta go back to the other one, and then I get it right. So I'll kind of like wait it out, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll get all good choices. I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. Sometimes just having someone beside you when you're afraid is enough. Having someone beside you? I think back on all the times I felt scared. Mother always told me to hide my fear, to never cry because it made me appear weak. I could never ask for her help and the king was never there for me. Every time I was afraid, I was always lonely. Alone. Oops. I shake off the memories and realize that Waltz is asking me a question. Yes? What did you think of the show? It was wonderful. It was short and simple. That's it? I created that entire show, you know. Story, characters, everything. It could have been better. That's mean. I like it. I'm going to say it in a dramatic voice, even though he's not like Karma or Rumple. I'm just going to say it. You wound me! I have nothing more to say, and Waltz seems disheartened by my silence. You always complimented my stories, even when they were silly. Waltz telling me stories? I do not recall such a thing. He makes it sound as if we've known each other for a long time. What? Before I can ask him for clarification, he changes the topic. Do you mind accompanying me to the toy shop before we head back? Not a problem. Do I have a choice? Yeah, you do. Waltz's lips quirk with a smile as he picks up his materials. You might have fun, Princess. Come on. Alrighty. This is the shop I went to before I was cursed. Feel free to look around, Princess. I won't be too long. I nodded him before walking over to the doll display. The dolls here are actually beautiful. But with the gold I have left, I wouldn't be able to afford even one. I miss my dolls. Papa, I want that one! The sound of a little girl's voice draws my attention. I look around at the store before spotting a little girl pointing at a big teddy bear. She looks expectantly at the man beside her. That must be her father. The man shakes his head, his eyes filled with regret. We can't afford that one, dear. Could you choose something else? The girl looks like she's on the verge of bawling. I back away, fearing that the child might throw a tantrum. Instead, she rubs her eyes before looking up at her father with a slow smile. I understand. The man smiles and pats her head. Thank you for understanding, sweetheart. You're being so grown up. I only need you and Mama to be happy. I love you, Papa. I love you too. The king has never once told me that he loved me. He must be better off without me. Do I even belong in the palace anymore? Papa, look! The king! The moment I hear her say his title, I quickly rush from the toy shop. Hail the king! Okay, hi. Long live the king! Hail King Gennaro! Okay. Excuse me. He is the first one I see, mounted on his favorite white stallion as he waves at everyone. I spot Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline with him, mimicking his motions. The king used to invite me to join him before, but I always declined. He always went out alone. Once a month, the king sets out to check on the conditions of the kingdom in person. It is his way of bonding with the townsfolk. The order of Caldera trails behind the royal family with Sir Alcester at the head, but there is one particular person that is missing. Bitch face McGee, am I right? Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't Fritz. I was talking about my throws. Oops. It's strange that Fritz isn't here. My baby Fritz! The parade is an impressive sight. Oops. Go back for a second. Hold on. The crowds lining the streets become tenser with each passing second. I weave around the mess of people in an attempt to get closer to the king. Thank you, everyone! He's smiling. A true smile. I've never seen him smile like that at me. A heaviness begins to weigh down my heart. Suddenly, it becomes harder to breathe. Please look this way. Please look at me. The king is looking happier these days, isn't he? I don't think I've ever seen him so joyful. It must be his family. Happier? All I want is for the king to look at me, to see me, but he does not so much as glance my way once. I stare at the ground with bleary eyes. He's happy without me. I return to the toy shop with a heavy heart. The little girl from earlier is standing with her father by the door. He ruffles her hair before holding his hand out to her with a smile. She takes it with a giggle and the two walk off together. A hot ache sinks through my blood as I watch them leave. Oh, poor Lucette. Is this jealousy? I reach up and clutch at my chest. My heartbeats feel painful. This is a terrible feeling. Princess? Rena? I stare at Waltz, temporarily stunned by the fact that he called me by my name and not my title. Are you okay? Despite myself, I find my eyes drawn back to the little girl and her father as they stand outside the door of the toy shop. To the toy shop. Princess? Save. I feel like the total Lucette thing would be like, she would be like, I'm fine. So I'm gonna be a total Lucette. I'm fine. You don't look fine to me at all. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the little girl and her father as they disappear into the crowd outside the toy shop. I am. You still act tough even though you're hurting inside. I am not. Here. Oh, well, napkin, thanks. I need that for the rest of this route. Sniff, sniff. What is this for? In case you suddenly feel like crying. I'm not going to cry. I'm not that weak. Waltz frowns when I do not take the handkerchief from him. He puts it back into his pocket with a shake of his head. Oh, crying doesn't make you weak, Princess. I see. Waltz's gaze moves to the set of teddy bears displayed on one of the shelves. He is quiet for a few moments before he speaks. He's affected by the curse. What? The king. He can't remember you because of the curse. That doesn't mean he never cared about you. That's the reason you looked so down, right? I was looking outside. I saw the way you looked at him. Doesn't he know that it's rude to stare? Well, you do it too, Lucette. Oh, and how did I look? Hurt. I turn away before Waltz can see the frustration on my face. He loves you, you know, more than you'll ever know. And how would you know that? You don't know him at all. Everyone has their own ways of expressing their love. I'm sure he has his own ways. By not being there when I needed him, he has never acted like a father to me. Princess, don't pretend to know what my life at the palace was like, Waltz. This conversation is over. Let us return to the marching. Okay, be rude. Bye! Oh, pretty! Look at what I drew! Rena, you know you're not meant to be in here. But I drew this picture of us! See? That is Mother and me. And you are holding Mother's hand. Go play somewhere else, Rena. I'm busy. But you are always busy, Father. I just want to... Go to your mother. I'm sure she's looking for you. Okay. Oh, poor her, man. I'm vaguely aware of the moonlight in my room when I sit up in my bed, heart beating painfully fast. What was I dreaming about? I feel like I was dreaming about the king. But why now? A few days have already passed since I saw him. Oops. I fall back onto the bed. I close my eyes and once again attempt to sleep, but I hover stubbornly out of my reach. What was that? Who could be making that noise at this time of night? I step out of my bed and head outside to investigate. There's no one here. The sound. It's coming from the tavern. Oh, safe! We're gonna check that. I slowly turn the knob and open the door. Hello? Oh, the broom! The broom begins to hop toward me. I begin to back away. Oh, let the broom have you for a minute. It's the middle of the night. There's no way I'm gonna sweep now. But the broom just hops past the cower behind me. That's some broom you got there. Waltz, what are you doing here? I couldn't sleep, so I decided to continue working on some of my puppets. But I accidentally stepped on the broom and it went berserk. I turn around and grab the Mr. Broom, leaning it against his designated spot on the wall. Well, why are you here? I heard a sound. As curious as always. That's going to get you in trouble, you know. I don't need to be lectured by you. I apologize for waking you up. You should go back to sleep. I would not be here if I could sleep. Might as well stay for a while. If that's what you want. Waltz turns back to his puppets on the table. He leans down over the puppets, checking their seams. Since you're here, I think you can help me. Help you? Ooh, pretty! Is that a chameleon? What do you think of my newest puppet? I look at Waltz with surprise. With his eyes so wide and his lower lip jutting out, he looks almost like a puppy begging for a treat. Is he expecting a compliment on the puppet? Well, I look closely at the puppet's eyes. It looks evil? Really? I'm glad to hear that. It's going to be the villain in my next show. Oh, I didn't even know that. Thank you for your help, Princess. I'm glad that my mentor approves. Mentor? Waltz doesn't answer. That's it? Indeed. I only offered an opinion, but he looks so happy. What a weird person. Waltz resumes his sewing in silence. He's very talented to be able to sew such a complicated animal. He's probably been doing this for a long time to be so skilled, possibly even longer than I expect, considering the nature of his curse. You look like you've got something on your mind, Princess. Well, you have never actually told me how to break your curse. I guess I haven't. Waltz clears his throat as he goes back to his sewing. I need to find Tinkerbell in Neverland. Oh, right, you don't know the story. Mother burned all the fairy tale books in the palace before I could read most of them. And nobody would tell me any of the stories. Mother always forbid me from talking about them because Mother is mean. Peter Pan is the story of a boy who never grows up. He's accompanied by a fairy friend named Tinkerbell, and the two of them live together in Neverland. In my case, Tinkerbell is a key that can open Neverland. Neverland is a box, a family heirloom. My shadow is being kept in Neverland. That shadow is my magic. Once I get it back, my curse will break. Magic? I'm a witch, Princess. Yay! He tells us he's a witch. He says this so nonchalantly, like stating what his job is. He and Delora are the same? I've seen Waltz conjure flowers from thin air before, but I never associated that with the type of magic that witches do. You're a witch? A cursed witch? How is that possible? Only the Tenenbaum Bear has the ability to curse another witch. It's why I can do only simple magic nowadays. If I ever want to cast proper spells again, I'm going to need to find Tinkerbell and Neverland. You don't know where Tinkerbell and Neverland are? No, I don't. Does that mean you're stuck in this form forever? No, don't say that. You gotta find the box. How about a story? I feel annoyance begin to simmer inside of me. Why do you do that? You change the subject to purposely avoid answering me. No, that's not it, Princess. I'm trying to explain, and I think a story is the best way for me to do that. I am silent as Waltz reaches into his box of puppets. He pulls out two of them, then motions for me to sit in front of him. He holds out a puppet to me, and I can tell he intends for me to wear it on my hand. Excuse me. My feelings on the subject must show on my face, but Waltz is resolute. Please? I do not know what this will achieve. But maybe this way, I'll finally get some answers. Fine. Oh, that's cute! It's being cute. Waltz takes a deep breath. Once upon a time, there lived a princess who was always alone. She spends most of her time inside her room as her mother, the queen, forbade her from going out. The princess's only companion were her dolls. But the princess so badly wanted friends that she would always sneak out of the palace to play with the children who lived in town. It's as if he is narrating my childhood. How do you... Waltz continues speaking as if he does not hear me. One day, the princess met a boy. The boy was a few years older than her, and he was the queen's faithful servant. The boy could see how lonely the princess was, and his heart ached for her. They became friends. Every day he would sneak into her room and would play with her. They spent 2 years like that, until the queen found out. The boy was sent away, and he never saw the princess again. Until a short while ago. I stumble back, and the puppet slides off my hand as I stare at Waltz, my mind whirling. So she and Waltz were friends! I'm assuming that they were both friends. But that's so cute, and I'm sad because now her memories are wiped away, and she can't remember it, and I'm just so sad. We've known each other for a long time, Princess. This cannot be true. This is my favorite. Childhood friends become lovers. That's my favorite story ever. I love when childhood friends become lovers as they grow up. It's like they never break apart. They're always friends, and the boy slowly and gradually actually starts to like the girl, and it's just like, and then they get together, and it's just so cute. I'm sorry, I'm very cheesy, but I like those kind of romances where childhood friends become lovers. Waltz looks at me again, his expression full of melancholy. I always see that look. He wears it even when he is happy. He seems to carry that sadness with him wherever he goes. We were friends. I never had any friends. I would have remembered. That's what you remember. Your memories have holes in them, gaps that you can't explain. How do you know that? Because I was there when the Queen ordered that some of your memories be erased. Mother? But why? I don't believe you. I don't believe any of this. I didn't expect you to believe me. Why is he looking at me like that? He looks like he's in pain, but he cannot be telling the truth. I stand up straight, my hands clenched into fists. I'm going back to my room. I almost run from the tavern area. Waltz does not try to follow me. Oh, that's sad. Waltz's words loop persistently in my mind. We were friends. I sit on one of the chairs in the reception area, trying to put my thoughts in order. There's no way that he was my friend. Oh, what is this? What a delight to run into the princess at this hour. Though I must ask, why are you still awake, darling? To see you, I mean, nothing. Okay, moving on. I jump at the sound of Karma's voice. I turn to look at him. Karma frowns at the expression on my face. You look like you've seen a ghost. I can only stare at him in response. Oh my, is my beauty so captivating you find yourself at a loss for words? Yes! No, I was just thinking. About how beautiful I am? Yes! Double yes! His ego knows no bounds, and I love it! I roll my eyes and change the subject. What are you doing up this late? A nighttime stroll? I found myself filled with a new. A newie? I don't know what that says. Right. I will go and retire for the night now. Have a good sleep. It'll be another long day tomorrow. You do not have to remind me. You still have a ways to go before you get used to the commoner's lifestyle. I certainly struggled with it. Karma barely works. I only ever see him slack off. And I know why, because he's a prince. All of you should know that by now if you've done Karma's Road. Anyway. But wait. Are you a noble, Karma? More like a prince. Perhaps. 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 Oh, he's so cute. This is going nowhere. This tavern is full of secretive people. I wonder if this lifestyle has anything to do with his curse. Well, I am not planning to get used to the commoner lifestyle. I will break my curse as soon as possible. Okay, bye. Seems like we both have a long way to go before that happens, Princess. I feel so bad for him. He has to get someone to fall in love with him, and then when he turns to the beast, they have to love him for being the beast. That's the only way his curse can break, and I'm just like so sad. I want to love you, Karma! We don't want to play with you anymore. But why? We are friends, are we not? Friends? Who said that? You did. We were friends till you stopped sharing your toys. But that is because you still haven't... What? You haven't returned the toys I gave you. Return them? You gave them to us. No, I did not! Let's go play with our real friends. Yeah, our real friends aren't selfish. Oh, that's mean. I warned you, dearest one. Didn't I tell you? People will only hurt you in the end. That's why I forbade you from playing with those children. I only ever want what's best for you. I'm sorry, Mother. I am so sorry. I know she did something with them. I know it. Hush now, dearest one. Mother won't let anyone hurt you anymore. Chapter 4, Family. We are family. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Alright, that is a good stopping point for today. We will continue more of Cinderella Phenomenon in the next video. Oh gosh, I can't wait to do more. Waltz's route seems like it'll be a really bumpy ride because, you know, the first chapter for Waltz is like, oh, we were friends when we were children. When you were a child, yeah. That hit me kind of hard. But it seems to be getting really interesting. This is great. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like to see more of my videos, then click subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.